it should be about.
Good afternoon, kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, BGA is proud to present to you our topic, which is We Must Unite. Um, I'll be hosting tonight, which is Captain Asar. King will be a little late tonight as he's just getting off work. He started a new job today, so um, he'll come in a little later on. Tonight's topic is We Must Unite. That's a big topic for all of us, especially being melanated people. And uniting is definitely something that we must do. We must come together, man, and more than just talking and speech and getting together on Facebook. Excuse me. And we've got to get together as a collective whole. It's time to stop just bullshitting and stop playing around with each other and saying what we gonna do. We got to stand up and really, really put this thing together. If if none of you haven't been really paying attention as to the atrocities that's going on across the globe, then you're really being lost on what's happening. uh, this incident that's happened in Texas with the flooding. You've got brothers that have left. I mean, some of these brothers have personally called me from the various different fractions of the Panther Party, and they're actually down in Texas now helping the people try to rescue the babies and stuff that's stuck on these roofs. You know, that's one form of uniting. You know, I mean, and we all should be uniting. I mean, like, it should be one of them situations, man, where I can call my boss and tell him, fuck no, I ain't coming in today. My people down there hurting and stranded and need help, and I need to get down there to them before FEMA and all the rest of the government agencies get their hands into it and start warehousing them and putting them in various different camps and stuff. We should have been the first people on the ground to help our people, all of us from all different walks of life, from all different sides of the state. We should have been down there united. We should have been down there trying to get our people together. We've got to we've got to definitely break down these bridges and these walls that's keeping us separated. This got us walking in different formations. I'm calling myself a Blood, a Crib. I'm GD. I'm Stone, El Rukin. I'm this. I'm that. Man, the fuck with all them titles. Damn all of that. I'm BGA. But that's not to say that if I see a brother that's a Panther, a brother that's a Crip or Blood or nothing, that I can't reach my hand out, man, and get them brothers some aid and assistance, especially whenever they need an aid and assistance. The time to come together ain't at a damn funeral where we bringing some flowers and we saying our last goodbyes, and then we all want to meet up at somebody's house afterward and eat the little meal and talk about what happened in life and how I'm gonna miss you. No, don't miss me then. Miss me now. While I'm right here in your face, while I'm able to return your return whatever favor you did with me and show you my gratitude and appreciation while I'm living. Don't unite just because I'm gone and mourn me. Mourn the ones that's still here, that's still going through this struggle, that's still fighting right now. Listen, just plain and simple, man. Divided, we gonna die as a people. We gonna die. I don't know how y'all cannot perceive that. I need you to understand it, so I'm gonna say it again. Divided, we gonna die. And the ones of us that don't gonna be forced into a servitude that you definitely not gonna like. If you don't believe our government has become Marxist and is under neo-Nazism and is trying to place us in concentration camps, then something is wrong with you. They have had the blueprint since 1933, since they so-called Great Depression, since they so-called made institutions go to the corporate letter. They made the blueprint then. They did not believe they were actually going to use it, but they made the blueprint in case they did. The Depression was nothing simpler other than them making the prisons more radicalized. Before the Great Depression, the prison system was used to truly rehabilitate the individuals that they placed into them. Now they are used as mass concentration camps used to subjugate the men and women that they put in it and to break their mental progress so that they will not want to liberate, unite, and liberate their people. If you don't understand it, then you have a small grip on reality. It's time for the, how they say it, the tomfoolery, the fuckery, all of that right there to be behind. I don't give a damn if you are the grand wizard, supreme high chief, king of whatever. It's time to drop the titles. That's why I'm not coming to you tonight as Captain Asar from the BGA. I'm not coming to you tonight as a member of BGA. I'm coming to you tonight as a black man on the plantations here in America. I'm coming to you as a brother. I'm coming to you as a son, as a uncle, as a cousin, as a distant relative you ain't seen at the family reunion in 20 years. I'm coming to you as somebody
Right.
that's asking for my brothers and sisters' help. I'm coming to you because I understand the dilemma. I understand that as a family unit, me, my wife, and my children, we can produce enough to help sustain us and try to help somebody else. But as a tribe, as one nation, standing indivisible under our blackness, under our melanin, we cannot be stopped. We cannot be moved. There's nothing formed against us that can take away anything that we decide to do. It's time that we stand the fuck up and show the fuck out. Not just showing up and standing out. It ain't time to be in front of the crowd and all these grandees rallies inciting the people, getting them in a fury, and then walking away and leaving them with no blueprint and no plan on how to execute whatever they already upset
Smile,
about.
sweetie.
It's time for us to get with these politicians and these representatives that's sitting in there saying that they represent the people. It's time for the people to get on their ass too. They either get with the plan or they get the hell out of our way and quit holding us up. And if they can't get with the plan, then they need to be examples made out of them. This the only way you gonna attack this giant. This the only way you gonna knock this giant to his knees. You can't sit around and be like little birds and peck at it because it's gonna fly your way. You can't beat a mosquito and bite it at one time. You got to be like a hive of hornets, and you got to strike it from all different directions. You got to make it get on the run, and then put a rope out there, trip it, and when it hit the ground, you pound it and you pound it hard so it can't get back up. It's got to be like a boxer in the ring. You got to use skill, finesse, and technique to get it. But the only way that we can operate like that is if we be one united front, one united stand. We can't be divided. We can't have small titles, small misunderstandings, things that have happened in the past 20 years ago, 30 years ago, and we still holding on to them. It's like that damn grudge that we hold on to with a family member. We mad, but hell, we done been so mad so long, we done forgot what the hell even the argument was about. But we just still mad.
If
If
you
we
ain't
can't
mad
get off of
at
it,
peace,
yes, sir.
if you ain't mad with this cracker after 500 years and you gonna hold a grudge on your family, you need to you need to stop it. Like you really need to do something else. You know what I'm saying? You really gotta get a life and grow the fuck up. Even if you got a life, grow up because that's that baby shit. Babies hold grudges and shit. You know what I'm saying? Little kids, you done broke his toe and shit. They still won't fuck with you until y'all get grown. You know what I'm saying? That's that kid shit. But you know, we all grown. Anything said, done that was wrong, you know what I'm saying? If nobody be for dead, fuck it. You feel me? If you can move on, y'all can apologize. Shit, do that and just say fuck it. but everybody got to unite, not just families. Families first, but, like black people in general. You know what I'm saying? Shit, it might be some bullshit that somebody white do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody white can do some bullshit, and when you hear about it, you be like, I know that motherfucker was black. You know what I'm saying? We stereotype our own people, and we talk about motherfuckers stereotyping us. You know what I'm saying? We do it to ourselves. You feel me? We do more killing to each other that the white folk really ain't gotta do shit. Really. That's how they be mind fucking us right now. 'Cause a lot of shit they say they doing, they ain't doing. You know what I'm saying? Then another thing with the propaganda, we see that shit on TV, but that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We know that they can make hurricanes and all that shit on TV. They can do that shit in real life with that harp shit. But I'm just saying propaganda so it'll make you worried about them and shit. That's like in the art of war. You feel me? You make a motherfucker think that you doing some shit that you ain't doing. And that's a lot of shit that they doing. Oh, they got this and they got that. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's like holding back and shit. That's holding you back, worrying about what the fuck they got. And your ass ain't doing shit but researching them. We already know what the fuck they doing. You feel me? You need to be trying to find a solution. Because if you're not, you're the problem. You're part of it. If you ain't trying to find a solution, you keep worrying about this. He got fucking caskets. They got that. They got that. Okay, we know this shit. Now what? You feel me? Half of the people on the phone don't even talk to their fucking neighbors because some shit happened with their kids. Kids gonna be kids. You feel me? And shit, y'all know I ain't lying. Don't even speak to motherfucking Brittany and them next door because goddamn Tyshawn and you know what I'm saying? Little JoJo got into it. You feel me? Cut that shit out, man. That's that kid shit. Kids gonna be kids, man. You better know your fucking neighbor. Because when it really do hit the fan, shit, you gonna be trying to know anybody. You gonna be trying to know your damn enemy. Because they gonna be going through the shit. So why not do the shit first and do it with everybody? Because it's gonna take all of us. Feel me? Why the fuck we gonna need more friends and shit? It's so many of us. Everywhere you look is black people. You can't go nowhere on earth without it being predominantly black people. You feel me? Because we the fucking majority and never been the minority. We ain't never been the smallest. You feel me? Shit, even back in the day, Malcolm X was like, how can so little white people, what did he say, bully or no, he said rule so many black people. You feel me? How the fuck can they rule us? All these damn kids we got, kids having kids, shit, that ain't bad. It's what the fuck they do when they have them kids. You know what I'm saying? Shit, gotta teach them right so they'll know, even if they have made that decision. I ain't gonna say made that mistake, cause it ain't no mistake bringing birth, bringing life to this to the earth. You feel me? Especially if you black. So, we just must unite. Any way you can think about uniting with other people, or you got a platform or anything that can be said on this platform about uniting. You can speak if you want to.
Hey, Black Power, brother.
Black Power, brother. Black Power.
This is Brother McKeel. Man. Oh, man, I don't even know where to begin at, brother. I mean, as y'all know,
well, brother, what's going on down in Houston? I know you down there, boots on ground right now in Houston, man. This is one of the brothers I was telling y'all that was actually down there trying to help the people in the floods.
Well, what's happening now, man, is, I'm gonna start with yesterday. Pretty much, it was just a lot of water, man. As you all probably done seen on TV, that right there is pretty much what you saw is what we're looking at. And the difference is that they're not getting the kind of help as we all know, that they are getting in these other neighborhoods. But the water was going down pretty good yesterday evening, pretty late yesterday evening. But now it's back raining. You still have people stuck in different areas that, we pretty much trying to go from apartment complexes to apartment complex. Houston's pretty big, it's pretty large. But the thing is, it's only flood in these low areas. So some of these low areas we can't get in because we don't have a boat. So now we pretty much, making man-made boats, refrigerators, whatever. Goddamn, it's crazy, bro. I mean, shit. I was in water damn near to my waist half the night last night. Going from door to door. Man, we doing these rope things, throwing ropes, clamming up these damn ropes, helping these babies and mamas and daddies. It's crazy, man. This shit is just family like Katrina, but it's just like in certain areas. And it's harder because the water is getting higher because it's pretty much surrounded around these ponds and lakes, man. You don't know the alligators and snakes and shit. It's crazy, dog. It's crazy, man. And I don't want to stay on the phone too long, man, because I want to try to get out this weather for a minute. I've been in and out of this damn water half the day, half the night. Last night, I really didn't even get no sleep until down at 2 o'clock this morning. So, that being said, brother, you said a mouthful, brother Assad and brother Shakur. I really can't even expound on it, brothers and sisters, because it's like the brother said, you all not catching it now, then I pretty much don't think you're going to catch it. Because the reality of it is, you're not even live, divided, we're going to die. And they dying out here, simple as that. If these people don't care about us, so they don't care about us, who don't care about us? And like the brother said, we just have to forget about these titles and this division thing. Who's who? Who want to be bigger than this, and who started this, and shit. Who started this? And then another thing I also want to say, I know a lot of brothers and sisters who's on the phone would love to be here, where it's just the spirit in your thought that give me the strength as if you were here. But these people need all the strength you could get. So with that being said, God bless you for your intention and the thought of just trying to come and aid these brothers and sisters out here. And they're doing good for the situation. And, hey, one thing about the black man and the black woman, they going to play their music in the water. So, that's the beauty of it, man. They're taking a bad thing and they making the best of it. I mean, if you notice, man, I've been shooting y'all videos and pictures probably half the day. And,
yes, sir.
I mean, they pretty much running out of these kind of damn supplies. So, we just going to try to figure it out once they do run out of these supplies because it's still not over with yet. It's raining. And
yes, sir.
That being said, this water going to pretty much try to, I don't know. I really don't know. I'm not from here.
Well,
I had never experienced. Yeah,
according to the National Weather thing, it is supposed to go. Let's see, it started yesterday, day before yesterday, and it's supposed to last for the next 3 days. So tomorrow is likely. But the thing about it is there is a low cell system that has blocked it, so it can't blow over. So it's primarily just sitting on top of you guys, man. And listen, brother, I really want to.
Because the wind is heavy. If you hear it in my phone, and I mean, I done got under a little something, but I'm getting slapped all in the face. But I'm all right. I'm all right,
sir.
brother. I mean, this is what we do. This is what we do, bro. So,
according to what I've been reading up on it, brother, because I've been reading and listening and tuning into it ever since I contacted you last night, and you told me you was on the way, and I expressed that I really wish I could get there if I had the funds to get there. I would come right now. I mean, I would literally be on the way.
I definitely believe that wholeheartedly, brother. Like I said, man, I know it's not just you. if you had the funds, plenty of other people, and I know and I have faith in that in my people, bro, that they will all be here. You know, they will all be here. But we don't need them. And this is what we advocate so much about this UP Newton Gun Club. We have all the resources. We have all the solutions for survival. You know, we got trained brothers out here that know how to survive, such as myself. You know, I know we getting in this water, man, with these ropes. We making life jackets out of our pants. You know, and I'm gonna give you a reason. I'm gonna give you a good example how these life jackets could be made from your pants. Take your pants off, both legs, tie a knot in one leg, and each leg, and throw it over your head into the water, and that creates an air pocket. You put those legs between those two legs in between your neck, and that's a float. That will float you. I don't care how much you weigh, that air is gonna hold you up. So with that being said, that's pretty much how we get into these buildings where we can't find nothing to actually float on. We in this shit with boxers. Man, it's something serious. But the life is more serious than that. So, you know, this the mind got to be strong, brother, because I know me, I'm praying nothing don't grab my little ass like an alligator or something. I don't know what's in this damn murky ass water. You know, it's surrounded by ponds.
Well, let me ask, brother. I know you know the news and the media and everything like that right now will put out false statistics and stuff, but right now, as I'm understanding it, it's the life loss out there is about 120.
It's more than that, bro. And you got 8 people that have died, literally, like, you know, it's 8 people so far that they, you know it's dead for sure. But lights is out, like, right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm talking about, but the music is playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
have you seen any FEMA down on the ground?
Yeah, but not in these communities that we live in terms of the black community. Yeah, there's FEMA everywhere. You got rescue resources everywhere, but not in these black communities. I'm boots on ground. I'm telling you hands on. They're not coming into these apartments trying to help these people. And if they have been, I hadn't seen them, and I hadn't been asleep since yesterday evening. Literally hadn't had a nap or anything. I hadn't seen nothing that said FEMA that came in my presence.
Okay, just give me 1 second, brother. Everyone that's on the call, man, we just want to fill you in. Tonight's topic was about unity. However, we got a brother that is in conjunction with the Black Guerrilla Army, which is Brother Makio Zulu Shakur from the People's New Black Panther Party, and he is the chairman of the West Coast chapter. He is down in Texas at this moment helping the victims of the flash flooding that's going on down there, and he's on the line. So I hope nobody minds that we are getting it firsthand from him, because we definitely going to send this call out and make sure that it be YouTube so that you guys can know, man, that this is what we're about. We're about helping our people, but we're about bringing our people facts and true understanding. And if we can have somebody that's in correlation with us, that's hands-on, that's boots on ground in crisis situations such as this, we'll definitely keep the people informed. So, Brother McKeel, is anything else? Because I know you're out there. I know you're tired, brother. You don't want to hang on to this call too long.
Well, you know, that's the beauty about being out here, brother. You know, we our own network. We our own outlet. We NBC, we NAC, we CBS, we NC, whatever. You know, we the news media. We serve the people, by the people, and for the people. And that's the good thing about it. So with that being said, brother, peace and blessings be upon everyone that's on this phone call, and may the ancestors be with us all.
Yes, sir. Peace and blessings, brother. Be safe down there.
Inshallah.
And there you go, people. You heard it directly from the horse's mouth. Now, if that ain't enough to tell you that we need to unite, that we need to come together as one single unit, I mean, what else is it going to take? And this is coming to you live. I mean, you hearing it live. This ain't being recorded and being reported over the news with no 60-second delay. Ain't no commercial in this. This is BGA at its best, doing what we doing, standing for the people, by the people, in the name of the people, for the cause of the people. So if you can't unite around that, if you can't unite under that banner or this banner, or find you one that is united with this, what you gonna do? How you gonna stand? How you gonna stand? It's especially some of the young ones, man, because I know you don't know how to survive. You could if I dropped you in the woods, you couldn't tell me what berries to eat, what roots to pick up. I grew up learning this stuff. We trying to teach this to our people. If you don't know, call me and I ask you, I'll tell you. It don't cost you a dime to learn it. For us to get together and do what we need to do. Will it cost your life, the life of your loved one, before you decide that you want to actually get with this? Stand on a formation, man, that is for you. Stand on something that really going to mean something. We can stand on these titles and these names, but if we ain't living by it, we ain't acting by it, we ain't walking by it, we ain't breathing by it, if we not doing it together, we ain't did a damn thing. Man, I love y'all. I love my people unconditionally. I accept you sick, suffering, floating, flying, dying, fucked up, educational, can't read, pants sagging to your motherfucking knees, tight dress wearing, Jerry curl. I love you. Any kind of way you coming. I need you to love yourself and love us enough to get together. And with that being said, the floor is open to anybody.
My name's Sean. Hotel.
Yes, sir, brother. Hotel, how you doing, brother?
I'm doing okay. I heard one brother mention about solutions. You know, we need to come up with solutions. You know, I don't want to talk about nobody else, what they doing, how they doing it. My solution is that in order to unite, we have to actually get phone numbers, exchange numbers, and schedule meetings, actual meetings in each city if need be. And if it's just one person that show up, yeah, that's one person we got that's willing to stand on their square. So, me personally, I'm so tired of jaw jacking. It's ridiculous. Every time I see a white cop, you know, one of these cave beasts running around here, I just want to choke them out. You know, because I know what
you got your phone? I got this phone right here. If he start acting any like barking at the doors and won't stop or something, let me know. All right. Okay.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead. That's the one in the background.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right.
So please mute your phones.
You know, just recently I put out there, you know, my email address, and I said anybody in the St. Louis area, you know, want just tired of just sitting around, email me. And I haven't got one email. You know, so it's like, okay, well, just have to put boots on the ground. And the thing is that one person doing it is not going to be effective. But a group of people doing it is going to have an effect. You know, not even a big group, just a small group. And the thing is, we have to be willing to have meetings in each city where we're going to just go out into the communities and start talking to folks. Talking to these young boys with their pants hanging down at their kneecap. You know, talking to the crackheads, talking to the alcoholics, because even though they have these issues, they still black people, and these issues is all by design anyway. So we can't neglect them because of what they do. You never know what type of person this drunk might be. You know, ex-Marine. You know, that's skills that can be used. You know, college degrees with crackheads. in accounting or something. That's a skill that can be used. Somebody that's good with logistics. I mean, these are things that we need, just like the military has these things in place so that we'll be able to fight this giant. And not knowing your opponent, reading up on your opponent, but not having the tactical skills and resources, none of this is going to come to pass. So my solution is let's just put our money where our mouth is and schedule meetings in each state. And some folks gonna have to travel. Okay, cool. Let's travel, but we got to make this thing happen. Going downtown, whatever needs to be done, and then we can start making plans. Behind closed doors, without any cell phones or electronics around. That need to be made outside of the public's eye. But that's my solution, because these white folks about to jump this thing off, something serious, something awful. And we are not ready as a race of people. And the ones that are ready, we got to be all the way on point.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And you know what? That is a very excellent idea and a very excellent solution. And I support that. I highly support that because we do have to be ready. And the way that you said we should do it is the way that we should do it. So King advertises that we start in our house and then in our communities as in general. And we got to start. I mean, like, listen, what the brother just said was, man, the key to unifying was, man, start with your neighborhood. You got neighborhood associations where if you live in suburbs, you are the neighborhood association. They tell you how to cut your grass, how to cut your trees, like how your house got to be painted every so often, and all of this. And if you live there, you do it, or they gonna put you out. Don't make no difference how much you make and what you put. So if we can't start these neighborhood associations within our own neighborhood, because basically that's what it is. They have a president of the neighborhood association. Miss Jenny, she been living there 20 years and stuff like this, and this is what they talk about, and they talk about how they want their community, how trash is and stuff like that. Why we can't formulate that within our own neighborhood? Why we can't put that together in our own neighborhood so that we can start formulating a plan of action? We done been inactive too long. We've got to formulate a plan of action, and it begins with us in our neighborhood. Everybody ain't going to want to hear. Everybody ain't going to like what's going to be brought on the table. But at the end of the day, the ones that do stay, guess what? We can take that and move on to the next neighborhood or to the next city, to the next state, and take those people with us. I mean, listen, if you're a biblical believer, if you are a biblical believer or a believer in the theology of religion, it tells you that everybody not gonna go into heaven anyway. Now, if you don't think that they already systematically set that up to mean you and I, then you crazy. But if we know the prophecy that they done set up, why the hell ain't you preparing yourself to go into your own heaven? Because firstly, I don't want to be in there with them anyway.
The one thing, as far as the community thing, I'm in 100% agreement with that. I don't know if anybody on this phone remembers when FOI took over some of the projects in Washington, D.C.
We not FOI, bro. We don't do no FOI shit. They don't do shit for you but give you a paper and try to sell you shit. We don't do shit like that.
Right. But what I'm saying, and this is something I'm going by what I witnessed. And they came into the project, and I don't agree with their belief system. Okay, but they did something that this was one of the baddest projects in D.C. and they went in there and cleaned up. as security, in the community. And the thing is, with a lot of these communities that we live in, you're dealing with multiple layers of people and mindsets. You have your gangbangers, then you have your players and pimps. So you have several different levels of people that you have to deal with. Well, the ones that are more of a threat to me going into my community are the ones who are profiting from that community and destroying that community. That in of itself is going to create a friction when you start talking about, touching or stopping somebody's monetary gain. And what I was suggesting as a solution is that you have maybe one or two people, from each of the different chapters to come into town, pick a city. This is where we're going to come to. We're going to be there for a few weeks, and we're going to do things in a community and start trying to take control back. And within that, you draw people out that want to join and become part of it, and they live there. So that helps it to grow. Then we can move on to another city, and that's the way it's going to have to be, because it's going to have to be done in numbers. Me walking out here in the hood, even with a chopper in my hand, these folks are not going to listen like that. But when you come as a group and you show of force, a show of unity and organization, they are attracted to that. Bringing food to help the people, helping the elderly, things like that. These are the things that the Black Panthers did back in the 60s that draw the whole community together.
We know that, bro. But I got a question, though, right? Like, even with the neighborhoods, right? We in the neighborhoods. What about the property that we living on? Because we don't even own the property we living in. The reason why they move us around so much, because the property that we living on is owned by people. The people who own the property, they unionize the community, and they, even with the businesses too, they figure out what tax bracket they want the property to be in, and the neighborhood to be in, to draw different people that they want in the community. Like, the thing with Black people in the Black community, we don't own the property we live in the community we live in. You know what I'm saying? So that's what keeps us from making a lot of changes that we could.
Well, actually, it doesn't, because actually no one owns, quote unquote, a property in America.
Right, in America. Yeah. I mean, you get what I'm saying, though, right?
Right, and the thing, we don't own our community, the stores, stuff like that, and these things need to change, but it has to start somewhere. We can't just jump out there. America is helping a lot of the immigrants who come over here to get loans. It's nothing. I asked the question the other day. I said, well, man, how did all these Mexicans seem to be driving these brand new Ford crew cab dualies? I can't even get a loan to get one. And the thing is because when they come over here, the banks have no problem with loaning them money. A lot of the folks come over here, America pays them to stay over here.
Yeah.
So we're fighting a battle. We're fighting a battle that's going to be harsh and cruel. And the thing is, we have to get into that mindset that, this is my community, and I'm not going nowhere. What Donald Trump said, he wants to send everybody back to where they come from and all this bullshit. First off, all you crackers is immigrants any motherfucking way. All of you. None of y'all are indigenous to this land. So I'm not going nowhere. I'm not trying to run back to Africa now. I was born here. I'm pretty sure my ancestors were from here, and some from over in Africa also, but I'm going to fight for mine.
See, this is another thing too. I've been looking at. I've been watching Real Tough too. Is that a lot of people, like you said, how they get them loans and everything. The reason why they be getting them loans is due to deals and stuff they had with them countries. So when them people come from them countries, they get certain privileges due to the pact that they have with them other countries. See, the reason why we don't get no handout?
Bro, they got capital, and African Americans, we don't have it. That's all it is. They have capital, we don't.
So I mean, see, look, you got to remember this too. The capital can mean nothing because only thing it is a system based on a way they choose to operate to keep themselves in power. The money is non-existent. The money is not real. It's just what they use to substitute time and time and labor, whatever you do for the money. It's just a substitution for that. You know what I'm saying? But really, when it comes down to it, the bigger gun run things. Because
the thing is,
you can knock that system out of place. You can knock that system out of place with no problem.
The thing is that first off, money is a debt note. It's just a transference of debt. That's all it is.
Yeah.
It's not backed by anything but our belief in it. And if you stop believing in it, then it loses its value.
Just like Santa Claus.
But it's just a transference of debt. But to operate in this system, we have to use that monetary system that they've established, knowing that it's nothing but a transference of debt. And the thing is that basically we're going to have to just get guerrilla with it.
That's it.
And be some serious, mean, pissed off ass silverbacks. And what is a silverback? First and foremost, a silverback is a vegan. Second thing is the strongest animal in the world. We have both of those capabilities. And we have to come together and just start taking back what is rightfully ours anyway. Stop worrying about what's going to happen here, who's going to say this here. Fuck all of that. Arm up, gun up, one shot, one goddamn kill. That's the only thing these folks understand. But
you know what? We way outgunned.
It don't matter about that. See, that right there is what stops us from being able to go out here and handle our business. Because we worried about what the fuck they got. Fuck what they got.
It's not necessarily just the fact that we outgunned. I'm just saying that's just something to think about. It's the fact that we don't have no unity.
It's not even to be thought about, because it's like this. I can by myself go out here and act a goddamn fool and handle some business, but it's not meant for me to do it that way, because it's gonna cause a ripple effect, which is gonna stop other things from being able to happen, because it's gonna put them on point of what's going on.
What's going on, y'all? You got to do how they do.
That's why I'm so adamant about getting together physically. Fuck talking over this electronic tape recorder. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about getting together physically, exchanging phone numbers, getting together, talking quietly, think tanks, going to different states and just thinking of logistics and planning out certain things, certain targets that need to be touched.
Mm-hmm.
And all we have to do is look back into history. Go into history. Go into all the world wars, and you find out why they were won by who they was won by. Because of certain tactics, and they move strategically. I'm not worried about you being having the biggest damn gun in the world. Because to me, the bigger you are, the slower you are. They can't move as fast as small cells can.
The biggest thing America got and always had over everybody, because they not ground fighters. The biggest thing they have is air. They run this shit.
They don't run nothing. See,
they
get out of your
no
mindset that they run stuff. They don't run nothing.
Bro,
It's just a temporary
water.
Bro, everything that you got in your house, everything that you got from them motherfuckers.
Hi.
Oh,
good evening.
Everything.
Good evening, Queen.
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you so much for recognizing me. Brothers, can we just take a breather for a moment? And how about give one another a little time to have the floor and then pass it on? And maybe not interrupt one another, because as we were told in school, that's rude. Once a person is finished, you can tell there'll be a couple second delay. Then maybe jump in there, but we cannot all hear nor enter or overstand you when you're talking and yelling over each other. Thank you. Peace.
Thank you, sister. Appreciate that.
Yes, thank you.
Appreciate that. Brother?
Okay, go ahead, bro. Brother King? King.
Go ahead. She done got y'all took. Y'all go ahead and talk. Whoever was
No, I'm waiting on something. I'm like,
thank you, sister, because that is a very valid point. And I just want to thank all you brothers, because I know, that let me know that y'all listening. Everybody's coming out of that shell now, and I appreciate that everybody's beginning to come out that shell and start expressing their views. Point one is that brother has a very adamant point about, exchanging phone numbers and us meeting face to face. Brother, if I could, I would travel to meet everybody on this phone. I mean, literally, if I had a car, I would be in that car on my way right now to try to meet everybody on this phone. I don't know how I would fund it. I'd have to stop in a town and work, do day labor or whatever, but to try to get together to meet, that's the utmost important part of unifying. You can't unify if you don't meet nobody. We can talk about it all day on this phone and utilize Facebook and all like that, but to actually get a feel so you can look in my face and see the sincerity of my heart and know that this is what I stand on, and I stand on this platform not out of for recognition. I don't want no damn recognition from nobody, man. What I want is us to have some real unity, some real love, and some real understanding for one another as men, women, kings, queens, gods, out of Muslim, Christian, whatever. I just want us to have some real recognition that I'm not your enemy. Never have been. Miseducated and misinformed, I have been. And I have been through the trials and the tribulations of that and had to reach inside myself and go into the deepest recesses of myself to meet and overcome that. And once that light came on inside of me, man, I refused to allow it to be extinguished no matter what situation or circumstances I was placed in. So with that being said, man, brother, all of you are technically absolutely right in all of your fashions of putting the point out there of how we must do it. Now the only thing that we really do, because I really believe all of us old enough and really understand that we must do it, is getting the means to do it. That's really the solution to the problem. Getting the means to do it and applying them to the right cause. I ain't talking about raising $2,000 and me spending $500 on a suit just to meet you. I'm talking about raising $2,000 and we coming together to meet and formulate something that we can tote on from there. And it takes funds because, man, what we talking about, it ain't free. It ain't free. And me going to a 9 to 5, and you've been on a 9 to 5 20, 25 years or however long, not saying nobody age or anything, meaning no disrespect, but you've been on there trying, scuffling or got yours stacked up and you able to move a little freer than me, you understand? And I can't have the facade saying, I'm this and that, and I'm unable to travel to you and meet to you if I can't tell you my circumstances and my situation, and I ain't real enough with you. So, with my circumstances and situation, I don't have the means just to jump up and be able to travel like that. It's hard enough for me to get around, and I'm in Florida, but it's hard enough for me to get around here and meet the people that I need to meet here. It took me almost a week and a half, and St. Pete ain't but an hour, almost an hour drive away from me. But to be able to get there to try to talk to the people about the three little girls that they ran off the road into the pond and get killed, I had somebody else that was able to go when I requested them to go. But for me to get there personally, it took about a week and a half. I mean, like with dealing with my family and stuff, things are hard.
Smile,
But
sweetie.
Right.
I want this more than I want anything else. You know what I'm saying? If life was me being happy and saying that I was being wealthy, then I'm wealthy because I got my brother King, I got my queen, I said, my first lieutenant Naomi, queen wife, and my sister Sean, all of as far as my the elite that is around me in BGA, if that is all it took for me to be happy and consider myself wealthy, I'd be the happiest, wealthiest motherfucker it was in the world because I had them. But at the same time, my cause and my goal is all of you, everybody that I don't know. Brother, yeah, I would love to come to St. Louis. I would love to go to Oklahoma, California. I want to see my brothers and sisters that I know are my brothers and sisters because how I know you, my brothers and sisters, my genetics for one, and there's no way in hell they could have brought all of us over here and all of us not touched somebody from somebody else's family. You understand? There's no way that we couldn't have reproduced and been shipped and moved around to different plantations to the fact that we all really truthfully not kin over here. Unless your parents or your grandparents came here within the last 50 to 100 years. The rest of us, some kind of way we can. Because we all came from the same trading outposts, from the same breaking stations, and all of that here in the South. And migrated to the cities up north. So that should definitely be a wake up cry to how we should be united. We should have the biggest family reunion the world has ever thought about. And from that, I'm talking about we shall overcome. We overcome it right now, right here from this family reunion. We gonna spread back out to our respective cities, and we gonna do what we gotta do. Won't be no horse prayer. This won't be the Million Man March. We ain't coming together talking about what we're gonna do, and then we gonna go home, and a week later we still talking about snapshots of being at the Million Man March. No, when we leave this family reunion right here, the Million Man March will want to come to us because they're gonna want to put some of them Million Man beside of us to know what the hell that we say at this one right here to make the people do what they say they was gonna do. I'm so sick and fed up with empty vows and empty promises and all these calls and people making all of this. I ain't got much, man. I ain't got but a few dollars. But damn it, you can have it if it's gonna help us overcome. That's to anybody on the phone. And you already got my life, my love, and my loyalty. You got everything from me. My queen on this phone, she'll tell you this is how passionate I am about it. Matter of fact, if she feel like a queen, would you let them know, please?
You need a complete 360-degree turn. You turn your life all the way back around to where you looking back on the person you used to be.
Yeah, but I'm saying but let them know that just let them know the whole change that me loving my people and loving myself and how that has changed. I mean, like our whole family, everything, how that changed us.
Change us all for the best. I mean, the kids volunteer at church and help out the less fortunate people almost every Saturday unless we doing something as a family. You eat, sleep, and pool trying to help out people better themselves. And I do too with you.
Right. Everybody can do that. And if anybody would like, I'm sorry, I just want to say this, and you can get the mic back. If anybody would like, if anybody in the same city, because we don't have everybody numbers. I should have been said this when we had numerous of people up here, but from the people up here now, like, do you want to, is it cool to try to, like, give your number and everybody, like, exchange numbers like that instead of standing up here and we pair you up in the city you in and y'all can do some real building together? Or if you want a 20, 30-mile radius, that too, you know what I'm saying? If there's 3 of y'all in around the same area, you know, y'all can get up, meet at a courthouse, you feel me? Something like that, set a date, you feel me? Let them see y'all building, because y'all for real. After y'all build, get more people in it that's, you know, that's coming from this calling, we can just start doing like that, you feel me? So everybody will be uniting, like, on the under, you know what I'm saying? Won't nobody even fucking know, even if they listen right now, they still don't know shit. If they do, fuck it, you feel me? But that's how we can really, really, really unite and get this shit popping, you feel me? Everybody from all these calls that we call in, we'll send them if they in your city. You know what I'm saying? And you'll know they coming because we saying it right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's done been on these calls, we need to pay y'all up. I know it's probably 30 in one city. That's 30 people. You feel me? I know you got a friend that's conscious that's probably coming with you. That's 60 people. You know what I'm saying? Y'all meet at a courthouse or something one day, set a date. Everybody, all of us gonna meet at the courthouse at one time, and whoever phone that's not in the head but got better advice, not even better advice, whoever that's dealing with the person that's gonna call, we gonna link up all the cell phones together when it's at least 30 people in each city. That's what we're gonna do, and that's how we're gonna kill this shit.
That's a good
What
idea.
do y'all think? What do y'all think about it?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Absolutely. I mean, like, you know, I try to get my phone number out almost every call. I don't mind. I don't mind nobody calling me day or night, anytime. My phone is open, and if I don't answer, I'm either sitting in a meeting with somebody or something like that I just can't answer at that moment. But I will get back to you as soon as I walk out of it. But my number is free for anybody. Hell, you can let the clan call me because I got something to tell them too. You know, I you know what I'm saying? I'm just out for a brother like that. And you know, you'll get to learn me about that. I understand the silence and secrecy part of what we talking about, but as far as me talking and dealing with them, I'll be out front and deal with them too. Hell no, I don't like you. Hell yeah, I think all of you should be dead and gone because you've never been on the list listed as a terrorist like my people for just trying to be free, for trying to have the decent rights that you were supposedly born with. But I should have been had from day one, from since you supposedly when you brought me from Africa to here. Well, you brought some of my ancestors because some of us was already here. But I'm tired of being emasculated and dominated by somebody that I know is lesser than me, that don't outnumber me. They call me a minority, but I know I'm in the majority. That's one of the biggest things that we definitely got to get out to our people. Quit feeling you're a minority. You go to school, you ain't a minority. You damn sure ain't one in prison.
Hey, can I share my number? I want to share my number because I'm getting ready to go. My number is, I'm Neferquee. My number is 646-296-5306. Anytime you're in the Eastern region, you could just give me a call. And if you want to just share or network, I'll be willing to network with you. And you can see me on Facebook, see me on any social site. You just put my name in. I got a name that you can't forget. So it's Neferquee, Nefer. That's one word, KWI. The number again is 646-296-5306. There it is.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
And I want to put mine out there too. I'm from Chicago, so I've been trying to connect with a lot of brothers and everything. But we kind of, I mean, it's a lot of people out here. We just so close but so distant, And I be seeing a lot of people on, on Facebook and everything. That's why, we have an interesting conversation, man. And this is most definitely something that we need to be doing more often, though. Like you said, with them think tanks, we need to put them think tanks together. These little $2 that we got, you know what I'm saying? It can add up a lot if we put all our little $2 together. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, my number is 773-709-7919. My name Greg.
What you say your name was, brother?
Greg, Greg.
Okay.
So we got all their numbers, but everybody let everybody know what city you from, and you know what I'm saying. This is family. Everybody holler about it. They family don't listen. You know, everybody on this phone listening, so we the family. You feel me? You know what I'm saying. This is your conscious family that you wish your family was. You feel me? So when they see that you got other people that's backing you up, they pull that line. So if anybody else want to get their number, their name, and city, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, I'm going to give mine. This is SAR, and my number is 813-270-0288.
And the name is SAR? S-A-R?
SAR. A-U-A-S-A-R. S-A-R.
Okay.
And I'm in
city?
Tampa. I'm in Tampa.
What city you from?
Tampa, Florida.
Tampa, Florida. That's what's up.
Well, my name's Sean, and I'm in St. Louis, and my number is 314-441-1334. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
y'all get it?
Have it? Yes, sir, I have it. 314-441-1334.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think if we start networking, and just start, if just one or two can connect and meet up, or pool some money together to get the other brother to come to our city to meet or whatever,
Yes, sir. That's what's up. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
And, again, I truly.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
I just was gonna say, and that's for everyone that is on the call, that you will receive a call back from my first lieutenant and the secretary of BGA, which is Sister Naomi Ikundil Shakur. She is the secretary, and she is the one that generally handles the call back. So you will receive a call back from her, and if possible, we will definitely let you know what members we have that are actively working in your city, because we have members in a lot of cities, but they're not as active as we are. They'll come in every now and then, but we want to hook you up with somebody that's in the know, that knows what's really going on, and that is actively working in that city.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, especially because it's getting warm too. I want to be, real active.
Yes, sir.
I got an organization, well connected organization.
Yes, sir.
And what I was trying to do, I was trying to use the organization to be like a network for every organization of black people. You know what I'm saying? Like everything, no matter what they into or whatever, as long as they in something productive for the people. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a station here in Chicago,
Yes, sir.
where we can always communicate, or whatever going on. Have little festivals every, you know what I'm saying, during the summer and everything. So, like, we always do something like at the beach down here. Like,
yes, sir.
This is the people in the neighborhood.
And this is Brother Greg, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, Brother Greg, we definitely, because we have a brother that is in Chicago, and once I run it through the proper channels here, I'll make sure to see if they can get in contact with you on the ASAP tip.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, most definitely.
Yes,
I need some more brothers. I need some more brothers, some more sisters, man.
yes,
Because
sir.
like I'm looking at the generation right now. These kids, it's this rap music, bro. If you ever sit here and listen to this rap music, it repeats the same violent and disrespectful, belittling music over and over and over in both male and female. Even I find myself like walking down the street and this music will play in my head, and it'd be like, we got to get these kids off this music.
Well, yeah, that's one thing, brother. I'm close to that generation, but I'm moving towards it to the elder generation. I myself raised up listening. My grandfather them bought the Temptations and Marvin Gaye and Gladys Knight, and so I'm stuck in music gap like syndrome because I listen to older generation music. It really has a message behind it, and it helps me free my mind. So,
ain't nothing like some soothing music. I got a question. Is there any music that you know of that you would allow your children to listen to that's being played today?
Actually, I don't really too much care for any of it. Then the reggae. The reggae still has a message to it. We don't really raise our children on it so they can understand what the message is. I, however, do because my wife is Jamaican, and I grew up with I have stepbrothers and stuff that are from the islands, so I grew up listening to it so I can understand. I can speak some of it, but not that great. But I mean, like, it still has the message. It still has the freedom message to it.
Right.
But King and Sister Naomi, definitely because I heard her playlist and she does have some music on there that has good positive message to it, with island tones and stuff. So it's very, very, very good.
Oh, you can have the flow, brother.
Okay. Yeah, just to change the subject a little bit. Our queens, history again, has shown that some of the greatest warriors in history were our black queens. And I would just like to hear some solutions from some of the queens that are on the phone, because really and truly, I believe it's going to be our queens that's going to really kick this thing all the way off. And I would just like to hear some solutions from them.
Good evening, brothers, sisters. This is Imani from Kansas City, Missouri. And I actually have a group, My People's Keeper, MPK, whereas it's a street ministry, spiritual poetic ministry, Facebook ministry as well. And however, it's not your usual ministry. It's more spiritual than religious, and it encompasses all. There's the truth of some scriptures that are used, but the lie deciphered within is the Kemetic spirituality, as well as Ifa, Yoruba, and Nigeria. And a bit of Buddhism as well, which is actually rooted in Kibalan, Africa. And one thing we kind of talk about in our group is unifying first and foremost with those, that you call family. Don't necessarily have to be blood, but like such as conscious people in coming together and getting ourselves ready with sustenance for the survival, such as survival kits that, have all of your safety needs and advantages and so on and so forth. Also, a bug out bag that you can have packed and ready, whatever come what may. All these natural disasters. Actually, I just posted something about Hurricane Katrina that happened in Louisiana, how the same thing we could say back in Noah's day, how he warned the people and they didn't listen, but then the flood came and washed them all away, sort of thought process. Of course, they got a warning, but most people were saying, well, it's probably just going to come and pass, but never thinking that it was government made in the first place and was meant to destroy. So therefore, nobody thought to prepare. And that, of course, caused looting and people got killed. There were fights and so on and so forth because the people were in want of everything. Just like our people, our ancestors being brought over here in slavery, they didn't get to pack. They came over here with what they had on their back, and it was in want of everything. And that's the position that we do not want to be in. So I advocate for my family and extended relatives and friends is to be prepared, just like what just happened in Texas, the flood. A lot of people are not prepared. We don't want to have to depend on FEMA because, as we can see, it took them 5 days just to get to our brothers and sisters in New Orleans, and they right here, in the nation. Even the earthquake in Haiti took FEMA 2 weeks to get to them. You see, so we can see how they care about us, but they really don't. And so we are our own saviors. And I think a lot of us are in the mindset of, well, I'm waiting on Jesus. Jesus is going to save me. And so this is the concept that we have to think above and beyond, because we can see that even our ancestors before they cried out to the Most High in slavery, but they were still enslaved for 400 years too. So therefore, we know we're going to have to go through our tribulation as well. So say Scripture for 3.5 years or 42 months. So we want to be prepared with food and water for each and every member of our family for that duration of time. I know here where I live, we have tornadoes, which suck up your house and then drop it. Don't live near a big body of water, but that's our hell here on earth. Is that. So I've been preparing for that type of unnatural disaster, but as well as Scripture speaks about earthquakes in one place or another, and that of course will come about as well. So yes, it's great that we're going to have guns and give them to one another for that part of our security and safety, but we also have to be ready, spirit, mind, and temple, and home. Since we know these things have happened in the past, they are going to happen again. Then we need to be prepared and not be caught unaware, and know one to turn to but the ones that caused it in the first place. That's part of what they're going to use, of course, is the natural disasters to bring us to our knees, so to speak. So we have to depend on them. And, of course, then that's when they will usher us into these death camps at the closed Walmart and other places, that are, for big police stations and so on and so forth. So it's all about, being prepared and being your own savior to save yourself and your family, because nobody else is going to do it but us. And I'll finish up and let another queen speak. I can be long-winded. For me too, also, to know that there'll be several things at one time going on that we have to be prepared for. Not only, of course, natural disasters, but the executive order of 13606, which will bring us back into a physical slavery that's already been signed and it just has yet to be implemented. Kind of like that movie. What's that movie? Hunger Games, where they had the people fighting for food to entertain the powers that be type of thing. And so they don't put these movies out there just to entertain you. These are things that they're bringing to your attention that's going to happen. And that's really paramount for me at this moment, is that type of preparedness as well as looking out for all the hate groups that will be deputized to be able to kill or hurt you. KKK, neo-Nazis, skinheads, the Knights Templar, the Missouri militia, and whatever other other militias in different states. They will, as like the movie The Purge. People be purging on you. Notice it was a black man in that movie that they was purging on. At first the most. All these things is just telltale signs for us and how we have to prepare. And so I will end on that note. Appreciate the time to be able to talk about my views. Thanks for putting the plug in, brother.
Peace, sister. Appreciate it, sister.
Appreciate it.
Indeed.
No sisters on here want to speak, or?
Well, listen, brothers, let me interject right quick. I just got a text coming out of Texas, and one of the things that is really, really going to be like will be needed is going to be baby supplies. So I just want to put that out, man. And if anybody have like any baby supplies or know anybody that can donate any baby supplies, I'm waiting right now in the process of attempting up to set up an address where they can be sent directly to, so that they can already be boots on ground. We don't have to do any third-party shipping or anything like that. But they're going to need baby supplies. The women down there, that's what they are. And the news report just said it's going to be more flooding in a wider range area. So nobody's really going to be able to go inside. And we already know they ain't going to provide the transportation to get everybody, like, out of there. So, man, if y'all would just put the word out. Yeah.
Where
The flood. Huh?
Well, where at?
The flood that's in Texas. It's in Houston, Texas.
The flood?
Yeah. So we trying to get baby supplies and stuff like that. So if anybody know, man, anybody can help us and assist us in that, man, we would duly appreciate it, man. And we could get that sent down there to them so the mothers and stuff can start have supplies and stuff like that, because they in a jam right now. And I mean, Houston is one of the major cities in Texas, and it's flooded. So, and they're going to have flash floods for the next 2 to 3 days. They have a cell that is sitting directly on top of them, and another cell that's keeping it from going anywhere. They're underwater.
What? I did not know that. This happened today?
It's been going on for the last 3 days.
Hey, that's crazy. I ain't hear nothing
So
about
if any of the sisters or anybody, man, that know, please feel free to call me. Like I say, my line is open 24 hours a day. You know, this is what BGA stand on, man. This is what we do. We try our best to see and meet and help our people any way we can by linking up with whoever we can to get it out there. Because if we don't do it, who gonna do it?
right.
You know, we on front line, such as it is. You know, the front line is everywhere. Our neighborhood, everywhere we at, where we need help, we need assistance. It's the front line. And with that being said, I turn the mic back over to the floor.
So I got a question. So what's the subject of today? Like,
We must unite.
so we must unite.
Yes.
Because I mean, when you look at it, listen, we so far out of tune with ourselves. Like us as a people, we like so far out of tune. Women refuse. Look, think about all the money you spend on all this milk and all these kind of things. You can be breastfeeding your baby. You know what I'm saying? We can have midwives. We can have instead of our women having our babies in hospitals, paying all these outrageous bills. We can have midwives. You know what I'm saying? Deliver the babies at home. All this kind of stuff. These prenatal pills. We got all these natural and like organic things we can use. We just need. I think the most important thing, like all this fighting and all that kind of stuff, that's cool. That's eventually gonna happen. But I think we need to get more in tune with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? In the meantime, because what even if we do fight and say we take over the country or whatever, what we gonna do next? We don't even have no starting point. I think we need to get more back into our heritage. You know what I'm saying? Our heritage before we was in in captivity. And
You are absolutely right, brother. To a certain extent, the time we should, but unfortunately, the country won't wait for us to get in touch with ourselves. He blocked all of that when Malcolm got killed, when Martin Luther got killed, when Marcus Garvey was taken out. They blocked all of that. It's time for us to create another identity for ourselves that will allow us to get in tune with ourselves in peace. In a state of war, the people can't get in contact, in tune with themselves because they at war, and war must become them at that moment. Once they have a chance to taste true liberated freedom, then they can get in tune with the ancestors, start building pyramids or temples or whatever. But if you don't have nowhere to really get in tune with yourself, your identity's still lost. Look at what they did to us. They took us and they alienated us from ourselves, fed us a watered-down Christianity, then gave us another Islam where Christianity wasn't suppressing us enough. They gave us something else to suppress us. We got to come out from under the suppression and the oppression, and then we can find an identity for ourselves. We can practice the spirituality of that, but we must find that identity of who we are, where we're going, and what we want to do in the process of fighting this revolution.
See, that all goes hand in hand. Because what we gonna eat? Let's say it go up. What we gonna eat? You know what I'm saying? That's very important. What you gonna eat? That's like one of the most important things because you need to eat to get strength in order to even fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. I understand fully.
So, like a lot, what a lot of brothers and sisters be trying to express to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, over the internet and all that kind of stuff. We need to change our diet. You know what I'm saying? We got to change our diet. We got to change our perception and our mindset of what we look at as being great. You know what I'm saying? because we got a false identity of what we see as being great.
Oh, absolutely. But that's why for the last couple of weeks, about 2 weeks ago, I posted a video of me growing and what they call an organic garden. But I grow my own vegetables and stuff like that to eat. I grow some for the community that I give out to our people freely. Don't charge them a dime. Everything I put into it, me and my queen bought and put into it. We do that, you know. So if the people saying we got to do this, it ain't about so much as what we got to do, is what are you doing to get us to do this? I mean, it's good to give the advice, but if you're not doing doing the advice that you're giving, all you doing is do what I say and not as I do. Right. So I believe in a producer and being a doer of the things that I'm saying.
I feel you with that 100%. Like, that's what I've been doing. I've been battling with this meat, man. This food, it got a real hold on you, man. Like, this is no game. Like, and this shit is death. You're putting death in your body every day. The flesh you put in your body is dead. It has no nutritional value. You know what I'm saying? And we put it in our body every day. And not just the fact that we put it in our body, our parents raised us to eat this shit. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language. Raised us to eat this. Yes. You know? So what I'm trying to say is that it's not just the fact that we in a bad situation due to the fact that we, you know what I'm saying, we in captivity. We is psychologically and spiritually trapped right now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We is like trapped. And the only way to really the only way to really get people to really want to unite is that you gotta be out of spiritual bondage, bro. You gotta be out of, you know what I'm saying, your psychology gotta be, you know what I'm saying, gotta be appropriate and sufficient for the times. You know what I'm saying, when it's time to really go up. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got people still believing in all these false things, still doing all these European things, then we don't have no identity, we don't have no foundation that we can start from, you know what I'm saying, to really get freedom. Because at the end of the day, we just gonna go back doing the same thing that we was doing.
Let me put this question out here to you, Dan. 375 years, my people was taught a Judeo-Christianity belief. Then the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad, because there were no Arabs over here teaching us anything, the Most Honorable Elijah Muhammad came and brought us Islam. Now we're trying to come out from under. Some of us that are conscious are coming out from under Islam, Christianity, Jehovah's Witness, Presbyterian, Southern Baptist, all of these religions that said that we pray to this God.